Polygon law of vector addition. Here we will learn how to add more than two vectors. For two vectors, we can either use the triangle law or the parallelogram law. If we have to add more than two vectors, we can use the polygon law. For example, what if many forces are acting on a body? Here there is a body on which many forces are acting, and we want to find the resultant force acting on the body. That is, we want to find the sum of F1 vector, F2 vector, F3 vector, F4 vector and F5 vector. Here we have to add many vectors, so we must first learn how to do so. Let us say we want to find the sum of 5 vectors shown below. These are A vector, B vector, C vector, D vector and E vector. And we want to find the sum of these 5 vectors. How do we add them? The procedure is as follows. Take any vector, call it first vector, and on its head place the tail of another, call it the second vector, by shifting the second vector. Then on the head of second, place the tail of third vector. Then on the head of third, place the tail of fourth vector, and so on. Keep repeating the same operation till all the vectors are used. The sum of all these vectors will be equal to the line joining the tail of the first and the head of the last. So here we have placed the 5 vectors with head of one on the tail of another. The sum of the 5 vectors is the line joining the tail of the first to the head of the last vector in that direction. Thus this vector is A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector plus E vector. So this is how we are going to add many vectors. We create a polygon by placing head of one vector on the tail of another until we exhaust all vectors. The last side of the polygon represents the sum of all other sides. Note that the order in which vectors are added will not have any effect on the final sum.